about. It's time, man.
I'm up and away.
They were sleeping on the last two joints. It's third when I promised they all gonna pay. You in front of the wave, 1 foot in the grave, up and away. They were scheming on us, looking for a reason. We ain't leaving, they ain't keeping us at bay. Fuck out the way, 1 foot in the grave,
Up and away.
Boom! Sup, guys? Watch! We got a very, very, very special episode today. A lot of y'all are familiar with Emerson Kennedy, but we got Sarah, who directed the new series Reggie, available on their YouTube channel, which is the Second C?
Last Second C.
Last Second C.
Yeah.
And it's available now to watch for free on YouTube. There's 8 episodes out now. We're going to watch them today and do commentary on them. They're starring battle rappers, Lou Castro, Jazz the Rapper. Is there like any cameos by anybody else?
Tomorrow
Hansel?
we got
Hansel, Ace and Loso.
Ace and
Are you
Loso,
cameos? Yeah, I think that might be it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then JR also helped out. You guys might be
lot.
familiar with him. He used to do No Studio with Geechee. He's really great with the camera work. So we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
But for everybody not familiar with Sarah, you want to introduce yourself and like what you do? You're a director, filmmaker.
Yeah. My name is Sarah STOUFFER. Hi. Nice to meet you guys.
It's not like AA. You can just like.
I'm 30 days.
Why?
Wait a second. That's a
the
lie.
chip.
I'm not sober. No, I'm an actor, director. I'm part of Last Second C, and we just make some fun stuff. I was in Gray Area. If anybody remembers that. Familiar with that show?
Hell yeah. How many episodes was that? If you guys aren't, Gray Area is a different show they did that had tons of battle rappers in it. Geechee was in it, Loso,
DNA,
Ace,
yeah.
DNA.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. So fun. Also on our channel, yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 seasons of that. I think we have almost like 18 seasons. You're gonna talk about
it, yeah.
Hey, there we got some Reggie watchers in here. Hell yeah.
Great,
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Before we get too started, thanks for Avo for having us, man. When we were
Yeah.
filming Reggie, we're like, it'd be so cool to watch this on Watch and have 90% of the Watch fans being like, what the hell is this? So thank you guys for bearing with us, and thanks to Avo for letting us do this, man.
Of course. So how did you guys come up with this concept of Reggie?
Whew. That was just me, you know. And I think we talked last time. We're like, it's not too high concept, you know. There's like a bunch of hood movies of like people find drugs and then like have to owe a plug. But when we after we got done with the Gray Area, we wanted to add another show to our channel, and Lou Castro had guest appeared in Gray Area episodes. I was like, this guy needs his own
He
show,
was
man.
so good. He was so funny
good.
and like fun.
Like, keep in mind, these were the days where like caffeine was throwing a URL event every 3 hours, you know. So like
People were out here.
People were out here, and
Yeah.
like Lou would be having a huge battle with drugs the next day, and come shoot with us the night before, halfway memorized. Of course, he shit the bed one time versus drugs, but these guys.
That was
would come
not
out
our
here-
fault.
Not our fault. But they would always come out, and so like, and a lot of the guys are natural performers, and so it just like equated to them acting, you know. And then I was like, man, we need to build a show around Lou and Jazz are just so good together, just naturally when we hang out with them.
Yeah.
Like, this can be low concept, doesn't have to be a great idea. We just kind of have to get them in the same room, and let them play, you know.
Yeah.
And we were I think Gray Area, we just like directed by Last Second C, and we would all direct. So Last Second C is just me, Sarah, and Evan, who does a lot of the camera work. And when we made Reggie, we're like, we should assign a director, because when you don't like assign a director and something messes up, we're just like, well, whose fault was that? What was your fault? What
There's
was your
things
fault?
slipping through the cracks, and there is, you know, of course. But
A lot of stuff. So this time Sarah stepped up to the plate. She's like, I'll direct it until we get to blame her for all the mishaps.
all of them?
Yes. I will say early, like the first 4 episodes of Reggie, Jazz and Lou are just wearing the same outfit. And that's because I sent them like one message at like 2 in the morning. I was in charge of production, you know. I was trying to tell them to like.
This is supposed to be different days?
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Oh.
And so I text them like a thing and like,
Maybe they just like the same album. I don't know.
I didn't
We had to
notice.
pivot
Yeah.
quickly. We had to pivot quickly.
Yeah,
It
we had
was
people in the
so
commentary,
funny.
like the third episode, being like, "Are they like cartoon characters?"
Yeah. Just like Homer Simpson, he doesn't change.
Oh man, that's really funny.
Yeah, so we blew it. I blew it there, but we just kind of made it act like it was all the same
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Word. That's cool. That's dope. I got a lot of questions to ask when we
Please.
watch it. It's hilarious
Thanks,
because the show's awesome, by the way. But Clayton, who works with Ruin Your Day, was like, "Yeah, I put the pic of Reggie and Jazz up there, and he thought Lou Castro's name was Reggie." And I'm like, "Reggie's slang for weed."
Well, I didn't know that either. He's
Yeah.
like, we'll call it Reggie. I was like, I don't know what that means, but cool.
Yeah, it was
Right here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Brothers,
exactly.
let's go.
Yeah. Sarah's like the post-edible weed user. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't smoke, but I'm high all the time.
Sarah's always like,
Never
"What? You
smoked
can light
in
it
my
on
life,
fire?
but yeah.
What
yeah.
is this?"
What do I? So am I supposed to roll up the gummy and then light it, or?
Actually, I don't know. Is your mom watching? She's gonna be mad if you smoked a joint.
Oh no.
Okay. Just yeah.
You think my mom knows how to go on live?
Oh yeah. What channel's the Netflix, Sarah?
I don't know. Battle rappers' moms be in the comments.
They do. Yeah, you
sometime.
never know.
Hayward's mom. Peggy, what up?
Hey,
She's always in
Peggy.
there. One time we had her. I think when we finished Reggie, we're like, "You're gonna smoke a blunt today."
This is literally like the first thing I've ever smoked in my life.
yeah.
No cigarettes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And it
Surprisingly went even worse than we thought. It was.
I was like, this tastes terrible. Where's my
What,
sour
you roll it in a
raspberry?
backwood or something?
Yeah, it was
I
bad.
don't know
Like
what it was.
disaster
It
would
was
be having a fit
trash.
if we knew what we rolled it in. It was bad. Yeah.
It was trash.
No, it was bad. So we're not very good. And the thing is, like, when I'm writing it, I don't know a lot about weed. And weed's one of the top things you don't want to speak about if you don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, true
Because
that.
the culture is so deep,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And so I was like, if I'm going to write this honestly, I have to make sure that the characters don't know about weed either.
Word, okay.
You know, because I could have spent like months Googling stuff.
Yeah,
to
true.
be, you know, because there's a big pride about weed culture,
I know,
you know?
there
So it's like,
is.
you have to tread really lightly. So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know shit, let's make the characters not know shit.
Yeah.
And so we're like, let's just call it Reggie, you
Yeah.
know?
That's amazing. Have you guys ever seen the movie Kids?
No.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about? Kids, Larry Clark, Harmony Korine.
No.
It's like a fucking movie from the 90s about AIDS. Remember, like in the 90s,
shit.
it was the AIDS epidemic, and it's who's that actress? Chloe Sevigny.
Oh, yeah.
It's like her first role, and also Rosario Dawson's first role. And basically, they Harmony Korine like found them. They're like NYC party kids and pulled them into this movie. But it's like
Oh.
quasi documentary shit.
Cool.
And they roll a blunt in the movie, and that's why. And I don't smoke weed. That's why I know how to roll a blunt because I
Amazing.
watched that
Kidding.
movie, and I'm
Amazing.
like, I know how to roll a blunt.
Cool,
now.
got it.
Exactly.
Just rewinding it on your VHS
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, if you're a 90s kid like me, like, well, your parents are busy, you know, like, and TV and film just raised you, man.
Yeah, totally.
Half the stuff I know now is because I learned it in a movie. Yeah.
What are you guys' favorite films? If you're gonna do top 3.
Ooh, I like it. Ooh, let's ping
You
pong.
go
What's your-
first.
Okay, cool. I am, the film nerds hate this, the regular moviegoers love it, that I'm a big Nolan fanboy.
Me too.
I'm a huge Nolan fanboy.
I love Nolan.
Like,
Who hates Nolan?
Well, I listen to a lot of like cinephile podcasts, and they're like, "Oh, his is like, I don't think he portrays women well, and sometimes he's just an excuse for jumping time," and that
Okay.
might be true, you know. But
Yeah.
I am a huge fan in any medium if you can do big budget and high concept.
Word up.
I love that,
Yeah, me
man.
too.
You know, it's easy to do big budget, and then you have like Fast 20, which I still love those movies.
Yeah.
Or you can do high concept, but it's like an independent movie that nobody sees.
True.
But Christopher Nolan marries the two and has like really high concept blockbuster films, and I love that shit, man. We were, COVID was hitting forever, and we hadn't been to a movie theater in forever. And you know how like Orange County just didn't acknowledge COVID?
You saw Tenet?
Yes.
We drove. We had to drive to Orange County.
I drove
yeah.
to Thousand Oaks and saw Tenet in the theaters, and I was
Amazing.
just
Yeah.
like, that scene, the first chase scene, and it's like
Yes.
the music comes on. I was just like, oh my god,
Back
this
in the
is so
theater.
cool.
Yeah, bro, we were nerding out.
That first sequence, I was just like,
Oh, we're back.
I get it. I get why we had to come to a theater
Yeah.
to see this. That
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah, so I would say my favorite film of his is The Prestige. So that's definitely top 3.
Yeah, let's
Prestige is
go.
like my favorite film. But then No Country's really close behind that.
Hell yeah.
I kind of go back and forth. Whenever I watch either of those, I'm like, that's my favorite film.
Word.
But No Country for Old Men or Prestige, and then this is really typical, and I'm sorry because it was a little problematic, but La La Land gets me in my feels, man.
Oh shit, I've never seen La La Land.
Oh,
I've heard it's really amazing though.
if you want to Have
Be
white
bummed
people
out.
teach you about jazz. It's the way to go.
Word.
And really, who doesn't? Who
Yeah.
doesn't want white people to teach them about that?
But it gets me in my feels, man. If you have a dream and you live in LA, it's like, oh, I feel like you're being talked to.
Dope. Awesome.
I don't know what my top 3 movies are.
They're all Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah.
1 to 3.
No, God, no. Definitely
It's
X.
the opposite way. Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's 10, 9.
It's 9 because they went to space in 9. That one's the
amazing.
cool.
You gotta have some.
Waiting for Guffman's my favorite probably,
Do you know about
and
this,
Wizard of
Waiting for
Oz.
Guffman?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I can't think of a third. I'm
What's
sure
Waiting
there's
for
other ones.
Guffman?
It's such a specific movie that like I only love because grew up in a small town and I'm a theater kid.
Yeah.
So it's very niche. It's like these just people trying to put on a community theater production and taking it very seriously. It's mockumentary style.
Cool.
And they're so serious throughout the whole thing that
It's so good, man.
So I showed him.
I was crying.
And I was so pleased because I just thought, I'm like, there's no way that he's gonna think this. You have to have been a theater kid to think this movie's good, but he
Yeah.
got it, and I was like so happy that he loved it.
Yeah.
It's like
Dope.
showing someone your baby and then being like, oh yeah, it is cute. You're like, oh thank God.
Yeah.
What's yours?
You know what's kind of funny is I have my top 2 are Kanye's top 2 also.
Oh.
Okay.
Which I thought was awesome. I'm
Okay.
Like, okay. Akira, which is an anime.
No kidding.
Yeah, and then There Be Blood. And then I think my third is probably The Departed.
The Departed's so
kidding.
good. That might be on my list.
Do you have a friend that was in There Will Be Blood?
I don't know. Do I? I never saw it.
Colleen? Was Colleen in?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. What are your other 2 besides Waiting for Guffman?
Wizard of Oz is my like classic favorite movie from being a kid.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I could piggyback on The Departed. That's a good movie that I could watch over and over again. And,
Same
like,
here. Whenever it
it's
comes
so,
on,
yeah, it's
I
a
go
great
watch this whole
rewatchable.
thing.
Yeah, it's a
So
great
good.
rewatchable.
Me and Ilmac constantly quote it, and like
Yeah.
I remember, like before me and Ilmac became like really close, he would quote like really weird parts of that movie that
Yeah.
like aren't really quotables, and I'm like, did you just quote the fucking Departed right
Wait a
now?
second. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Departed.
What do you
she
mean,
showed
period?
Me,
That's my favorite one.
period.
It's like cranberry juice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, period.
She showed me Wizard of Oz, and this is before. She's just always been like a stellar actor.
Yeah.
I've always been tried to write, so I understood metaphor and battle rap, a lot,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
more
yeah.
than she did at this point.
Word.
She showed me Wizard of Oz for the first time, and they're like, there's this part where they like take grass and it makes them sleepy,
Poppies.
but then they like eat a white powder and it makes them have energy
Snow,
again.
yeah.
And I'm like, you know, like what's this going on? She's like, yeah, they're just like happy. And I was like, all right, let me not.
It's a
ruin it for her.
magical land. He's like, that's drugs. I was like, no, I don't see it. I don't see it.
I'm like, let me not ruin it for her, man. I don't want to ruin it for her.
Have you watched it while listening to
The Dark Side of the Moon?
Yeah.
No.
You never done that?
I want to
before?
do it so bad.
Yeah, I've heard it like syncs up.
Yeah,
really
apparently
good.
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm sure like when you're high, everything's like, oh man, this just works good together.
Maybe you're like this. Like the more you learn about film, does your taste or like standards lower?
Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm honestly I don't watch a lot of stuff
Okay.
anymore because I'm like I don't know why, but like recently I'd rather just read,
Okay.
which is kind of funny,
Probably good.
or
Oh, yeah.
watch a podcast and like learn.
Yeah.
Like I find entertainment now to be like kind of I don't know why I feel like lazy when I'm like watching something entertaining
I feel
unless it's something like a Nolan film or something that I find. Who's the other director that I'm really into? It's the guy that directed The Witch, The Norseman,
who is
and
that
The
guy?
Lighthouse. I forget his name.
Dave something?
But
What's the short
he's
first
like one that like I'll go and like it's like inspiring, like artistically. I'll walk
Yeah.
out of the theater and be like, oh my god, that was so
name?
fucking
I gotta make
amazing.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It's super dope.
So, but yeah, let's get into this.
Okay, Sarah, do you know how this works?
No.
What's
I see you putting on your headphones, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
put
to
on
put
the
my
headphones.
headphones
What's
on.
proper watch etiquette? You can't go spacebar crazy, right?
I mean, let's pause it as much as you want.
Okay. All right.
Someone's talking about Dr. Umar, who I know because... Right?
Okay. Dr. Umar does not approve EK. You know Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
Only because of jokes.
Only because something you wrote.
So Sarah, if you have some input on a part, spacebar it.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't be shy.
Oh, please.
We want
Space
your
bar
input.
to. All right, hold on. Let me get this.
I don't foresee being spacebar happy, but you never know with me.
All right. So Reggie, series, Lou Castro, Jazz the Rapper. Sarah, you're actually in this too. You do the Alfred Hitchcock thing where you're directing and you're in it as well. Should we give a synopsis or just go straight into it?
Yeah, two New York brother and sister combo are left in L.A. house when their Uncle Paul dies. and they're trying to take it over and make the mortgage.
And they wear the same outfit for the first
Listen,
4 episodes because they just really like those clothes.
The worst part, I was like, I texted them at like 2 a.m., but I text them so much that if I need them to do something, it's got to be like, hey guys, do this, you know?
Yeah.
So we're on set. I'm like, okay guys, just get into your second outfit, and they're just like, oh man.
They're like, we brought stuff, but it's back at the. We're like,
Yeah, I was like, all right.
All right, episode 1. Let's go.
Alright, so boom. T and Grady are siblings.
All right, I'm gonna spacebar
Okay.
it. Yeah. So already, Clutch
yeah,
is
someone
narrating the start, which
Yeah.
I think is fantastic because he's from LA.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I just thought like we never really get to see true New York and LA mashup show. So it was like they would rub up against each other.
Yeah.
And Clutch is so perfect. I think his name in the credits is narrator Ka. I'm pretty sure that's
It
his
was
name.
a brilliant idea by EK after.
You don't call me that.
Can I call you your name? It feels so weird every time I do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
EK. But yeah, it was a brilliant idea. And he said, I had this dream last night where we added a narrator and he's like super LA. And we were like, Clutch. And he
Nice.
Clutch always comes through for us. And his name is
for years he has
apropos.
been.
Yeah.
And we the pilots are always tough. Like you don't know, you think
Yeah.
you know the characters, but everything's on paper, you
Yeah.
know. So like even when you guys watch new TV series, like so there's a lot of pilots. I'm like, that's just bad.
I watch shows
Yeah.
all the time, and I'm like, oh, that was bad. I'll never go back. And I have to remind myself, it takes
Better.
a couple episodes for everyone to
Yeah.
kind of, even when you have a ton of money.
And
And,
I think we shot this in order, and we're like, oh, the pilot's not funny. Even when we edited it up, we didn't give the talent good enough like advice, and
Yeah.
I didn't write it well enough. So we're like, we need to force more jokes in this. How do we do that? And I was like, let's add a narrator in post, you know.
and Assad's great at, he does that all the time, just coming up with an idea to kind of like punch it up, make it better. And that you will see a couple of things that we can point out that we decided after we shot it to
Yeah.
try and make
And-
it, more exciting.
And last second scene is 3 people, so we expect a lot of ourselves. It's like we were running audio, or casting, producer. Like it's just 3 people. JR helped us out on this shoot, but like
Yeah.
while we're looking at cameras, we're just hoping audio's getting captured because we don't have an audio guy.
Yeah,
or we
yeah,
can't
yeah.
afford it. So
Do you
we're
guys laugh people? How
We
do you
laugh
do?
people up, but then it's like,
no one's
fingers
monitoring
crossed.
it through the day,
Yeah.
you know, like because we're doing 80 other. Like we did the numbers that like Reggie probably should have taken 30 to 35 people to shoot. You know that. You know, but it's just like us.
And we don't have the money or the time to
Yeah.
like rent the locations for as long as we need, to fly people out for as long as we need, and like
Yeah.
put everybody up. And so it's all very, people doing it on
Yeah.
the strength of the friendship.
And sorry, we don't want to stop this much, but like the first line Lou Castro says, we fucked up, the audio was bad. He had to ADR it later, so he like send it to us on the iPhone, and so if you guys hear it well enough, you can see that like the first line's bad. You know, but no.
But it's smart you even know how to do ADR, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good
Yeah.
too. Good enough. Who edited this?
I do the first round of edits. I try to have control of it when I write the jokes. You kind of have to have a little bit of sense of humor to edit something funny.
Yeah, yeah,
So I try to get the pacing down. Then I'll send it to Evan, who's like 10 times better in Premiere and DaVinci than me.
Yeah, our
Oh,
third
word.
partner Evan, who lives in Salt Lake, which is why
He's a
he's not
whiz.
here. But yeah,
Oh,
he's
word, okay.
a brilliant.
Yeah.
Dope. I was gonna comment on the tracking, the titles. That was like.
Oh, that was all
It's-
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks
Yeah, he's
amazing.
That was cool.
Alright, so boom. T and Grady are siblings from New York who moved to my beloved LA because they crooked ass Uncle Paul died and left in my house, you feel me? Now, these 2 bomber jacket wearing ass niggas finally landed, but they got a whole bullshit ass house to pay a mortgage on with no jobs. Now, just in case you haven't seen LA's job market lately, let's just say them niggas who sell oranges off the 110 is basically middle class. Shout out to my Mexicans though, I don't want no
All
smoke.
right, I wanted to ask a question. This house is not in LA.
Damn it.
Where is that?
I feel like that's in Atlanta or
No,
something.
this is not even. Yeah.
It's
Is it a
something was-
stock?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Okay, word.
And like even that first, we just got.
Yeah,
cut off
well, I know
Yeah.
that.
This is literally like a YouTube video with like 400 views.
Okay, word.
We
Because
just-
I watched it, I was like, wait, what the fuck? This is like not Los Angeles. It's a crazy house.
Yeah, chill.
Okay, I wanted to ask. I was like, maybe I'm tripping or something. But
Is
yeah.
off the 110
Idaho
is
or some
basically
shit.
middle class. Shout out to my Mexicans though. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Viva la raza and all that bullshit. Nigga on crib.
It's hilarious.
Nah, yo. I thought y'all said this was a $2 million house on left. This shit look like what they shot Snow for.
You not a man, I caught a vibe, I can just tell by your handshake. I got some fans, I'm on a rise, see I just stuck to the plan A. I do my...
It looked like they shot a lot of things here, mainly people.
We was close friends, now it's Lil Baby on some other shit. I'm on some other shit. Who they fucking with?
Yo.
God rest his soul, I love you, Unc, but this decor screams, I don't get bitches.
Concrete that.
It's somewhere to stay in LA though. You're not tired of the Bronx?
Hold on. Now you get me tight. Cause it's the BX. Huh? What happened? Big Grave, Big Crazy, Slim Shady got hit with a shot. Lately.
You've never been shot.
Man, fuck all that, man. These LA niggas better get to know me, man. They be gangbanging and auditioning the same day. Giving out headshots and taking headshots. Fuck out of here.
See, first of all, just because LA.
Dude, how much of them is improv? Is that all written?
That's all written for sure.
Dude, that's really crazy because he sounds like he's like improving it.
Yeah, he's so natural.
That's a mark of a good actor when it like everything's written
so much.
You know, in Fargo, who's the guy in Fargo?
William H. Macy.
The guy
TV
that's
show or
like
film?
the main dude in Fargo who's like stuttering and everything.
Yeah.
So all that's written. Like all those stutters is actually written.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and it sounds like there's no way this is in the script.
Yeah, and it helps. It really, as an actor, it really helps to have not blowing smoke, good writing.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows Lou, and so he knows how to write for Lou, and so it's very helpful. I think that you write for the people in their own voices.
Yeah.
You know, and so it makes it easier. For me, anyways, to remember your lines.
Yeah, and they
stuff,
always,
you know.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. And they always have like cancelability, you know. If Lou's like, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I always give it that to him, you know, because it has to feel authentic. I don't know how to write like a New York nigga, you know. I'm just like, you know, so.
Like Aaron Sorkin is very precious. You have to say his words exactly as he wrote them, and
Yeah.
you're not there just yet.
Damn. All right, let's
Niggas act don't mean they not with all of the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck around and get knocked out by a nigga with a recurring role, you feel me? But I'ma star cuz out just this time though, you feel me? I know old shooters who was in Waiting to Excel with your dumb ass.
So that's what you were talking about, where you added that in a post.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah.
we need a joke right here.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah, because when we do this style, this is our first like multicam we tried to do. Our first one was like docu style, and you just have to pace these things up. Especially on YouTube, it's a 5-minute episode, and if you go, I try to write line of normal dialogue to push the storyline, punch, dialogue, punch, and if it goes like 3 lines without a joke, on this it could feel like an eternity in a 5-minute episode.
yeah.
So I'm like trying to get up the punch count, the rum nitty punch count in this, you know.
That's interesting. Why did you guys choose the time frame that you guys did, the 5 minutes?
That's a great point. Great question.
It was.
We're poor.
Yeah, it was all practical. It was like, how much time did we decided to shoot it? Probably a month before we shot it, and no scripts were written. He didn't have time to write longer scripts, and then you know, actors having to memorize all of those lines for a 1-day shoot.
Yeah.
We shot 4 episodes in 1 day.
Jesus.
6 in another.
And then the whole second half of the season, and on another day.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot for people who
Yeah.
aren't actors, who aren't used to memorizing lines, even people who are, to remember for 1 day.
Yeah, to like, it was the writing and the performance, because I was legit writing for like Rum Nitty while I was trying to write this show.
Wow.
You know, so.
Me, I'm Sarah Stouffer.
Who the hell is Sarah Stouffer?
Level
Google
of
me.
deduction.
IMDb me.
And like 5 minutes, the way we write is 5 pages. You know, so if these episodes were longer, Jazz and Lou only had 2 days to shoot. They're in between. Jazz is in between clips. Battling Charlie clips.
Yeah.
So if the episodes were like 20 minutes, we would have asked them to memorize like 65 pages of dialogue in like 2 days. It just, you know, that's what happened.
I thought maybe, that makes perfect sense, but I thought maybe there was like, oh, we're doing 5 minutes because everybody's attention span these day and age is shorter.
That's certainly,
Yeah, we try to keep it shorter, but it's mainly because we're poor.
Thank you, Curry 2111.
Hey, it works. It works. The time frame works.
I know old shooters who was in Waiting to Excel with your dumb ass.
Slide.
Who the fuck is Shorty?
You look like one of those women that go missing on cult documentaries.
Mary was a simple woman until that fateful day.
Head ass.
No. I'm your roomie, Kim, follower of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, amateur baker, and single sag who's looking. Not that I'm implying anything, just putting out feelers in case you have any God-fearing friends who are saving that scrotium for the podium.
Huh?
You know, no grinding till the diamond.
I don't know what you just said, but it sound racist, all right?
Yeah, your accent sound like if a banjo could talk.
Looking at it.
Oh, no. I'm your roommate. Uncle
Dude, I
Paul
love
needed-
when he was doing that. You're dancing.
I
like,
gotta get into it.
Looking at it.
Oh, no. I'm your roommate. Uncle Paulie needed a little help with the mortgage, so voila. Not again.
It's cool. We got a lot of battle rappers music for this intro. That's what I dig.
You better get the fuck out of here before I up it on your dumb ass. What's wrong with you?
You don't have a gun.
That has been happening for weeks. They're almost as bad as the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's like, if you don't acknowledge Christmas, what are you witnessing?
Wait, why was niggas asking for pre-rolls?
Man, fuck all that. Show me my room.
I'm so excited to have another girl in the house. Recreating these classic Gilmore Girl scenes all by myself has been a little difficult. Now, do you think...
Now this was written for me because I'm a Gilmore Girls fan.
Yeah.
So he put that in there.
Not to go super I'm black and she's white thing, but like she learns a lot of stuff about culture that I have to be like slow it down for her, you know?
Yeah.
And this stuff, I'm like, what's Gilmore Girls? You know, like, is that funny? You know, like, I don't know if that's funny or not, but
That's amazing.
kind of have to trust her with that.
That's incredible.
Recreating these classic Gilmore Girl scenes all by myself has been a little difficult. Now, do you think you're more of a Rory or a Lorelai?
I like true crime shit.
Okay. Do you say the S word often?
Shit?
That's the one.
Yeah, you don't?
Oh, well, I did once, but I mean, how did anybody react when they got the news about Paul Walker?
Yeah. I thought you said this was a $2 million house, yo. This shit fake look like the trap.
Oh, well, the Los Angeles housing market is very expensive.
I know. You LA people like to brag about how expensive your market is. We from New York. We're not impressing nobody.
Well, do you have In-N-Out?
We got pizza,
Do you have beaches?
public transportation,
Weather?
The Yankees.
Palm trees.
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 You bragging about trees?
I did run out of things to say there. And I'm not originally from California.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how she got to repping us in that argument. We don't even claim white religious lady cuz.
I guess I'll start my job search tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know you were looking. I know a great company who is in desperate need for some PR.
Did the owner of the company die for our sins?
I love that line.
You got me.
Yo, T!
What?
Yo, T, get in, yo!
I'll wait here.
You know that single moment in life where it causes everything to go in a different direction? This is that.
I don't think you're gonna need that job.
That's dope.
We didn't give these guys, I mean, we had a table read over Zoom, but we literally just threw them in there. You know? And you can see them, their acting just like go like this with the episode. They just get more and more comfortable because we shot it almost chronologically, you know, but poor Jazz, the toughest thing that like, I don't know, I'm not an actor, she is, but what she tells me and what I've had to learn just acting in our own stuff is like, you have to remember you're acting when it's not your line. And that's always the toughest thing for our battle rappers. They're like, I'll kill the line. And then there's like, when they're not talking, it's
like the camera's still on you, dude.
yeah.
And then the question I got from people were like, well, what am I supposed to be doing when they're talking? Like, listening to them? You know, like listen to what they're actually saying and react to it. But
rebuttaling.
You know, it's so interesting. Like, I guess in battle rap, maybe you're able to, when the other person is going, you're thinking about what you're gonna say next.
Yeah. But it's tough when you're just like, you've never had to think about what you look like when you're listening to someone, you know?
Totally.
These guys have to do that. You know?
Yeah, it's a different part of your mind for sure. But I will say that they're like pretty natural at this. Like when Jazz and you guys were having like the argument about California, New York, when she's like, no, we're from New York. It doesn't, like she said that's so natural. That's why I asked him, like, I feel like that's something she would actually say. You know?
Yeah.
It was like in her voice.
Well, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say that goes back to Assad writing for the people that he knows.
Well, yeah, and we try to like, Ace and Loso are different. We give them crazy characters to play, but everyone else are just so genuinely funny that we're just like, if we could just capture who you are in real life, let's just throw a camera on you.
Yeah.
You know? So
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into episode 2.
See, first off, the reason why LA smell like a chopped cheese is because T and Grady have been here for 10 hours with their New York smelling ass. And when we last left off, they found time from Gas in St. John to take a look around their uncle house.
Yeah, I'm here, honey.
Yo, is this what I think it is?
See, this that cartel brick weed. Ain't no vacuum seal. This that one step above oregano.
No, nigga, it's a collection of Frank Ocean's here.
Oh, yo. Did Kim know about this?
You think the only person that's actually hauling for Jesus know weed is here?
For the sake man, you guys interested in learning more?
Still no, Kim.
She coming in.
Shit.
I'm slamming it.
Hi. Ooh. I forgot how Uncle Polly's room always smelled like cat meat.
Don't worry, we'll clean it.
Actually, I kind of like it. In my previous home, I was the proud owner of 12 furry felines. Till LA County said I was a hazard. They said they never met a woman with that many cats.
And still have a husband?
Oh, no, that was the end of my sentence.
Kim, have you gone through any of Uncle Paul's stuff?
You know, I thought I'd leave it up to you guys, being family and all. Well, I'm about to go collect tithe with Sister Jensen. Would either of you like to join me?
Or do she got the wagon?
As in...
Do she got a cake?
As in...
Like, do she got a dunk? Hold on. Got a dunk.
Yeah,
That was they decided to do that.
A donk. As in,
Just go. Don't! Get out of here! God, don't scream!
Doodles!
All right.
Let me know if y'all need anything from Tarjay.
We will.
Okay.
I done came up, look at me now. Remember I was fucked up, look at me now. I ain't had much, look at me now. Remember I done had bucks, look at me now. I done came up, look at me now. Remember I was fucked up, look at me now. I ain't had much, look at me now. Remember I done had bucks, look at me now. They own me now. They didn't want me back then.
Look, I'ma say it, cause I know you think
Look, I'm already 2 steps ahead of you. We in California, they probably ain't got no grabber. I got it.
No, we should.
That was something that Lou just, I don't know what
Got it.
grabba is. He's like, bro, that New York people will love that. They put this grabba
Yeah, I've
on
never
their
heard
weed.
that. What is grab? It's like the topping for
I
your
have
weed.
no idea.
Yeah, he was explaining to me, but every once in a while in our comments, some New York person that's like, Timbaland _770 is
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, grabba. I was like, all right, Lou.
Interesting.
Sell this.
Hold on, wait. You want to sell drugs? The hell is it raining in here? Or is that the tears of our ancestors?
This shit legal in LA. Plus, that's why old boy knocked on the door earlier. Think Uncle already got clients.
But is this much legal?
See, other than the last season of Game of Thrones, selling tree out the same place you live gotta be the least thought out shit ever, cuz.
They gonna hit us with intent to distribute. Intent to distribute.
That shit not real. The judge of fortune tell us some shit. How you gonna tell me what I intend to do?
Look, let me show you something real quick.
Because how does a judge know what you intend to do?
Do you know what that is?
Gardner from Get Out?
I love the way she delivered that line.
That's how quickly shit can go left. We ain't dealing no drugs.
We got left the house we still gotta pay mortgage on. You got any other ideas?
But
Get you pounded up.
Watch this. Thank you for shopping with us. How may I assist you?
Your shoulder.
Order the same kill from last time.
Of course. Do you recall how much you spent last time? We just want to ensure continuity with your purchases.
$30, like always.
Sure, hold on. This recording, right?
nigga, I don't know.
What's something LA niggas like?
Pronouncing all they R's really hard. Get in the core, nigga. Accordingly, nigga. Nigga, we can get out, nigga.
Oh my
We don't have any
god.
more of the kill, but we do have this scissor string. $10 more.
All right.
Great. Thank you for your service.
This nigga's not in the military.
Feel free to rate your experience with us. You asking too much questions.
I love the way she delivered that too.
Looks like we in business. Relax.
Yo, let me hold $5. I need to go get some grabbing some papers.
You guys, how long do you think each episode
You
took?
got any
Because
treat?
Our first,
Here you go, brother.
Because we had an 8-hour first day. You know, from being on set too, it's like it's only fun the first 2 or 3 hours. And it's like,
totally.
And I said it on Geechee's podcast, which is like people who aren't from LA will come here, like Lou, get LA weed, smoke between our takes, and then his energy's like this. Like,
you can tell it was funny. It's funny.
It's funny as hell. Yeah.
Like, wake up.
Yeah. I'm too high, Lou.
Word.
Not even I know what that is. A lot of people know what grab is, turns out.
It's funny, I've never even heard of that rap.
Yo, some nigga out here asking for Afghan cushion. I don't know whether to sell him flour or contact Homeland Security.
Do you know what's in Manhattan?
Nah, but it got New York in it, so I'ma fuck with it. Yeah. And man, even if they had a chopped cheese cocktail, I'd probably drink that shit. Shit, me? It's Big Brady, man. Never been crazy. Sliding around.
Friendly reminder to watch our language, folks. I know nobody's perfect. Gosh, the last one who was, they crucified him for it.
Look,
we're talking about Jesus.
All I'm saying is...
That's incredible. Hell yeah.
I had this, I used to sell fireplaces. This is an angle that'll come up that has no one's used. But we had a religious owner of the company. And whenever we'd make a mistake, he'd be like, it's all right, man. Nobody's perfect. Last person that was, they crucified.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's incredible, dude. I want to start using that.
Yeah, you added. We had an idea. I don't remember if it was yours or mine, but it was like that when Kim appears for the first, they keep kind of getting freaked out by her.
Yeah.
Like she just kind of appears in the shot.
Yeah.
Because they weren't expecting her to be there when they arrived in the house, so we thought that would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then you added the like her coming back and saying, talking about Jesus.
Okay, so I'ma fuck with it. And man, even if they had a chopped cheese cocktail, I'd probably drink that shit. Shit, me?
He wrote it.
It's Big Brady, man. Never been crazy. Sliding around.
Friendly reminder to watch our language, folks. I know nobody's perfect. Gosh, the last one who was, they crucified him for it.
Look.
We're talking about Jesus.
All I'm saying is, these niggas don't recognize the strings. It's all in the name.
So it's kind of like how we used to call Pink Pink because her hair was pink, but now that her hair is not pink, we still call her Pink.
Finally made some.
We had to explain that joke to Lou so many times. He's like, what? Okay, you know, Pink, I don't think he knew she was or her hair. So, but it turned out.
It is fairly ridiculous that that's such music, like big recording like
Yeah.
this too. It's like, we'll dye her hair pink and
Make
color
her
her
hair
pink.
pink.
You know?
We'll call it pink.
That is really funny,
So
actually.
And then her hair's not pink anymore. We just still call her that.
Sense. Just tell them it's Afghan Kush or make up a name. Something clever.
I got you. I'm about to sauce it. Don't worry.
It's so funny.
We ain't got no more of the Afghan Kush, but we do got that White Walker pack. Alright, just that shit that J.R. Smith was smoking in the finals when he forgot to call a timeout. Here you go, brother.
I think
Be
Lou
blessed.
added that, right? That was funny.
Lately, these strain names been ODing shit. Last week, I saw a strain called Wasted Youth. Like, bro, I'm trying to get high, not regretful.
More stragglers at the door?
Yeah, but we're sending them away.
Good. I feel so bad turning people away. Not the Mormons, though. These memories are too good for polyamories. You know what I'm saying?
No, Kim. We never know what you're saying.
How strict of a rule follower are you?
Well, I follow 10 of them strictly, and I would love to talk to both of you about...
Amendments. I meant like the law.
Oh. Well, I'm not a huge fan of California dictating how long my shower should be. Call me a drought doubter, but one thing about me, I'm gonna let that H2O flow.
I never thought I was a racist until I met you.
How do you feel about weed?
I never thought I was a racist. It's a wild thing to say to somebody.
That's incredible.
It's very fitting.
No matter what you want to do.
Let's listen to the song.
The Bible doesn't mention anything about marijuana specifically, but it does warn against the effects of drunkenness. As I imagine they're pretty similar. Now, my daddy always said, you drive 10 under, no one will notice the difference between the two.
Kim, was your childhood okay?
Oh, of course. It ain't trauma if you don't remember it.
Well, what about selling it?
Oh, gosh, no. The only thing I am pushing is G-O-D. Pushing G. I'm pushing G. I'm pushing G.
She slid.
She slid.
You slid.
Oh my gosh, I thought so. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
Now they know they wrong for letting it get off that unseasoned remix.
Thank you, Zeus.
Appreciate it, brother.
You get shorty and she take a mile, yo.
We could never tell her.
Ever.
But we made $1,500 a day.
That's about 6 Mary Jean.
Looks.
Damn,
I love you
1,500.
and I love New York.
Holy shit.
All in the same outfit.
Yeah, dude.
Starting to see some inconsistencies in the story here. I don't know why, but New York people love Amiri. You know, like I see it on some LA people, like
I've
the
never heard
fashion
of it.
brand. You know,
They love Amiri.
Amiri, yeah.
The brand.
I think like JC got a lot of flack for wearing a big Amiri green hoodie. You know,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
battle.
yeah.
And I just thought it was so funny that Lou is so New York that he doesn't calculate in dollars, he calculates in Amiri jeans. You know,
That's funny.
I think I stole this joke from The Office, where like if you're fans of The Office, Kevin can't count unless it's in jelly beans.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
hilarious.
So I think I still remixed that
Hilarious.
joke or something.
Remix.
You get shorty and she take a mile, yo.
We could never tell her.
Ever.
But we made $1,500 a day.
That's about 6 Mary Jean.
Looks. I love you and I love New York, but you really gotta stop calculating shit in the mirrors.
Bet you 6 Nike Tech suits I can stop today. Make it 3. Make it 2. Make it 1. Huh? Nah, for real though, we gotta start like doing research on marijuana because we don't be knowing shit. Like, people knock on this door and they got questions. How we supposed to answer?
Yeah, Grady's right. You can skate by not knowing weed, but you bound to get exposed by a Wiz Khalifa fan.
Yo, my man, I'm gonna need some eye contact. Unless you got that Forrest Whitaker thing going on, in which case I sincerely apologize.
You got any treat?
Oh yeah, what's going on? What you looking for?
Actually, I'm cool. Thanks.
What? I ain't weirdo.
What's up with him?
I don't know, but the California whites is completely different from the New York whites. Yo, did you know the Italians here was called Armenians?
Does anybody want some banana bread? It's Aisha Curry's recipe. My favorite cookbook is the one made out of secret resentment for your husband's success.
Yo, you good?
Oh, sorry. I have some weird aspirations.
I don't like warm fruit. I've never been a lame ass nigga.
You know, Grady, I don't understand the correlation between the two, but I'm gonna trust you on this one.
Look, we might gotta come up with some business practices if we gonna keep this going.
Like what? Niggas knock on the door and we give them bud. It's simple.
No, dumbass. You gotta think it through. Play it smart.
I'm not a dumbass. I'm just not overthinking the process. And that's Breach at the door.
This is Lou ad-libbing.
Oh shit. Niggas getting robbed by Tom Brady.
He added that too.
Dude, the best is that fool looks nothing like Tom Brady.
It was so funny. He walked in
love
and Lou was like,
that.
oh, it's Tom Brady.
It was like Tom Green.
Yes. Oh my God, Tom Green.
But it makes it funnier that
Yeah.
it's like another like.
Let me get that. I appreciate y'all not having a Ring camera. It's nice to see someone still living in the 90s, dumbass.
Last call for that Aisha Curry, but
Is that banana bread? Let me get that too.
there are nuts in it.
Shut up!
Really? How we gonna know if they can squabble or not?
Damn, they got fucking robbed.
Yeah, man. Have you? Well, I shouldn't say names, but selling weed out of your house is insane. I think if it's low quantities, you're okay. But selling weed out of the place you live is kind of insane, guys.
Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking square, and even I know that. Jesus Christ. Amazing.
So I think this is the last episode we shot.
That day.
That day?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a recent gunshot survivor, I think that we need some extra protection in this house.
You didn't get shot.
My morale did.
All right, that's one thing we not gonna do. And it's that.
You're not wrong though. We got a high security in here.
Yo, first off, don't disrespect me like I'm not the big security in here and I don't put niggas in the earth.
We just got robbed.
And in fairness, you did stand there the entire time and you did absolutely nothing.
All right, that's one thing about y'all. Y'all do be making points.
Could we just install a security system? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to move out, and I love you guys. Plus, if I move out, I'll have to take the 405 to Wilshire to Rimpow to get to church. And depending on the time of day, it might be a Rossmore situation.
Please stop this shit.
Kim, no one appreciates what you're doing.
Okay, don't act like New York people don't do the same thing. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm gonna take the L train to the R train. Forget about it.
First of all, it sounds like you're trying to get to Broadway. Why don't you just take the Q?
That's facts.
Nah, I don't like how they doing Reese Witherspoon, Cass. She was out here lightweight cooking.
Look, I'm a high security guard too. Have them work around the clock so we feel safe. Post it on Reddit and whoever responds will.
We'll fight them niggas.
No, interview them.
By fighting them niggas.
No, what are you talking about?
Now, I know that white women have a long, problematic history of saying this around black men, but you're scaring me, little sweetie.
Yo, how we gonna know if they can squabble or not?
Grady brings up an excellent point. I would feel more comfortable knowing their level of squabbliness.
Guys, they're gonna have guns.
PTSD works quick.
Poor Jess. You had to scream that like,
I screamed really loud, and Mom, she was like,
Niggas think they good until we catch them. I'm in front of good, I catch them. That's just what they want me moving back. That's just what they want me moving back. We fuck out.
So what are some examples of your skill set?
I got a blower.
You're hired.
No, I'm sorry. Have you worked security before?
I mean, not really, but you wanna know why?
Why?
Cause I got a blower.
Oh shit.
Yo, I think I went to school with bro. Cause I lowball remember that ski mask.
Hey yo, what's up with the discount?
The what?
The discount on tree. Y'all offer that, right? Look, y'all ain't gotta pay me shit. I take it all in flour.
Are you always high?
Sheesh, officer. Put down the flashlight.
Yo, how you gonna react fast to things if you always high?
I'm pretty quick.
Question one, what's the best way to fight a nigga? Go!
Trick question, my brother. Both parties that are engaged in a fight both
Yo,
ultimately...
is he conscious?
You guys.
Is Hansel conscious?
you guys,
I was
they could
not
get
expecting
through the
that out of
scene.
him at all.
They were waiting outside. It's always trouble scheduling talent because you never know how your shoot day is going to go. So
Yeah.
these guys could be waiting up to 3 hours. So thanks to Hansel Plex 6500 for waiting. But he was outside. I was like, Hansel, we're finally on. We'll get you in like 5. And he's like, do you want me to put on the dashiki? I'm like, you brought a dashiki?
Did I want you to put on? Is that
I
a
want you to-
question? Yes, of course I want you to put on the dashiki.
He's a pro too.
He is, yeah.
He's
yeah.
really great.
He's-
Yeah, we worked with him a couple times. and he's
Yeah,
really, really
it was
great.
hilarious because he's like, the dashiki with the Arizona Diamondbacks combination is insane, first of all.
But
Yeah, it's
they
pretty
were
wild.
just cracking themselves up this whole scene,
Yeah.
and we couldn't get through it. It was so funny.
Yeah, if you guys ever like shoot in LA, we use Pure Space. I guess that's all in America. But like, this was an old folks home or something?
Yeah, this is a house they were renting out to an old folks home.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
wow.
So we only had it for like.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think it was 8 hours we rented it for. And so like, it's tough because they're having so much fun playing around in this scene, but
Yeah,
you're
you're
always,
like-
always behind on time.
Yeah.
you know,
Word,
so,
word,
like-
word. That's a good point. How like lighting this? Did that take a lot of time?
Yeah, thanks to Evan. Like, I should have mentioned that in some of these scenes when people are opening the door and it looks bright outside. Some of that was at like 9 p.m. at night.
Whoa,
Evan
really?
lit it really well. Evan's a G, man. Yeah, shout out to
Damn,
Evan
that's
because,
impressive.
Yeah, maybe you'll be able to tell when I pointed it out afterwards to be like, oh yeah, that was dark and you made it
with
look
a
light.
literally one-man crew.
Yeah, that's
himself.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
and
really crazy.
no time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we shot it this way in order to hopefully set everything and then be able to not move as much. So
Yeah.
we kind of lit it before everybody arrived and then tried
Yeah.
to go from there as much as we could.
Word. Yeah, I mean it looks good. It looks very sitcom-ish. So.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
that's
That's
what
what we're
we're
going
going
for.
Question one, what's the best way to fight a nigga? Go!
I don't know. I write all this so it becomes unfunny to me, but more stuff becomes funny that I didn't expect. And the question, "What's the best way to fight a nigga?" is so
funny. What's the best way to fight someone? Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, there's options. I didn't know.
You know, just try to do your best.
I'm pretty quick.
Question 1, what's the best way to fight a nigga? Go!
Trick question, my brother. Both parties that are engaged in a fight both ultimately lose.
Yeah, cuz definitely the type to text you Grand Rising, King. Right before he asks you for a dub, though.
Oh, you one of those niggas, huh?
Not sure what type of niggas you referring to, my mahogany majesty.
We not doing that. Keep fighting up!
My brother, I've been fighting the system my whole life.
Yo, get this nigga out of here.
So after much consideration, we decided to offer you the job.
Trust me, I'm gonna light the motherfucker ass up as soon as I can for y'all.
No, that's not what we're asking from you.
Right.
Listen, man, you don't gotta kill nobody. All we need you to do is just make sure we don't get robbed.
I got y'all. But if somebody tries to rob the place,
Yeah.
or ask a dumbass question,
Yeah.
I'm gonna light they dumbass up.
No, the first one maybe, but not the dumb question.
Copy. So when can I kill? I mean, when can I start?
Put it on me, built for pressure. Fucking with you, ladies.
Somebody out here.
Yeah, you can definitely tell like they're like finding their groove as they're going.
Yeah, they got really comfortable with it, man. It's shout out to them because they learned really, really quick, you know. And Sarah's doing the directing. She's so good at directing talent, you know. And she's running behind the camera, trying to check shots, and she has to act, and you know. And sometimes she had her friends help us out, so you'll see some cast members that like she has to greet them at the door, make sure they're good, tell them what outfit they're wearing. So she's just like pinging around, you know.
That's
It's
a big job.
It's not like when you hear like Quentin Tarantino wrote, directed, and acted this, you know.
Yeah.
And he has a DP and has, you know, like she's really doing it all.
Did I ever tell you the story? I shoulder checked Quentin Tarantino.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
purpose?
I was on purpose. I was working on Inglourious Bastards, and he was walking.
I really
down,
liked that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He was walking down the hallway, and I didn't think it was him. I thought it was like some just VFX nerd. And we're walking down this really skinny hallway, and he wasn't like moving, so I could get by. So I just fucking shoulder checked him.
Because he's like, I'm Quentin Tarantino, you move.
Yeah,
He's kind of tall too.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
he's a big guy,
He's
yeah.
a big dude, but like I didn't look at him in the face. I just thought he was like some VFX dude. So like I shoulder checked him because I had a really bad attitude at the time. And then like when I saw it was him, I was like, oh. And then like the producers were like looking at me like horrified, like, what the fuck did you do this to? This is like a huge client of ours.
Hilarious.
And he was so nice. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, man, didn't see you there. And here I was like being a fucking dick, like shoulder checking him. I felt like such a piece of shit.
Hey, you never do this. You never flex because you're like the most humble person in the world. But what are some of the movies? I tried to tell Sarah all the movies you've worked on. You've worked on some really big budget stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. People ask me that question. It's hard to say because I've been in the VFX industry for like 16 years. So it's like I've worked on a lot of stuff.
cool.
Some DC movies, right?
Yeah, I worked on like I guess the most recent ones like Justice League, Batman, Superman.
Crazy.
I haven't worked on any feature films in a while because I've been working for HBO. So I've just been working on episodic
Crazy.
stuff. I worked on Euphoria. So
Did you really?
His
yeah,
favorite show.
worked on The Idol that is about to come
I
out.
want to see that.
He
so
literally
fucking
was
bad.
just telling me
Yeah.
about that
See
2
that,
days
man.
ago.
Yeah, I worked on that.
You were on Our Flag Means Death too, right?
Yeah, and I'm working
cool.
on the second season right now.
So
Hell yeah.
fun.
I'm actually
That's
in Our
awesome.
Flag Means Death 1.
No
I'm
shit.
an extra. Like I'm like a little
Amazing.
fucking small pirate in the background. So
I heard that show's
you
really
like that
expensive to
show?
make.
I've never seen it. Dude, I don't,
Yeah. No,
I don't
it's
watch
fair. No, it's
anything I
fair.
work
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
you
I'm
work on
really
it.
terrible
You're
that
working on
way.
it for
So I feel you. That's
But
dope.
yeah, I've been in the industry a while and I worked on a lot of stuff. So
That's dope.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, let's get into episode 5. This was the second day of shooting.
Yes.
Yeah.
5.
The-
Wait, is that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 6.
I think so.
6
Yeah.
episodes.
They'll probably have different
So,
clothes on here.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell.
Did you guys shoot in sequence for like any reason, or you just were like, we want to shoot like that?
Good call.
Yeah, I thought it was just smarter. So we tried to shoot most of it in sequence, working with people who haven't acted before. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
think it's
easier to
you
think
know
like
easier
that.
to figure it
Yeah.
out, and less the way that we shot it was so easy to shoot in order. We didn't have to go back. We just shot most of it all in one room. So
Word.
There is some times where, like, let's say Avo is going to be our guest appearance, and he's we think we're gonna need him at noon, but we're running 2 hours behind. We don't want to keep Alvo waiting when he's on set, so we'll jump ahead and try to film a scene.
Yeah, so we did a little bit of jumping around, but for the most part, we tried to.
But if there's any
linear.
filmmakers, which I imagine there are, if you're following Alvo, it's like the toughest part is continuity when you have a small crew. Like, and Luke Castro was dead set on cornrowing
doing
his hair sometimes.
Hair different all the
Dude,
time.
there's so much shit I work on that's like that, where it's like continuity.
Yes.
Do you remember that movie Killing Them Softly?
Oh yeah,
Brad Pitt.
I liked it.
Yeah, I worked on that, and there was like this scene where they were like drinking at a bar, and they're actually drinking, which was kind of cool. They're drinking beer, and like it's the levels are constantly. So we had to make shit even throughout the whole
That's
scene.
people's whole jobs is to like set the props and reset and the costumes and somebody to watch it who's just watching for continuity. And we can't even run sound with 3 people, so we gotta kind of do what we can.
And keep in mind, so we're rushed for time. We're jumping around because guest appearances came, and then we're like, hey, we take pictures of everyone's outfit for continuity, and then we're like, hey, Jazz, remember you're on scene 3 in about 5 minutes in outfit 4. You know, and it's like it's tough. And we're crunched, you know.
Yeah, and just less margin for error, I think, if we
That makes sense. Yeah, instead of like swapping outfits, mindsets.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right, word. Episode 5, let's go.
Lou was so dead set on this hair.
I actually make delicious lemon bars.
For real. She really does.
Yo.
No weed in them.
Yo. Do Uber drivers in LA realize that rap existed after the 90s? I got in 3 Ubers today and all I heard was ring ding dong, ring ding. Nigga, cut that shit off.
Facts. This nigga Warren G tried to tell me it was a clear black night. Nigga, was the night clear or was it black?
Now what we not gonna do is have New York niggas commenting on LA anthems, you feel me? Don't make me bring up some of Biggie's lyrics.
They been trying to convince.
Alvo, can you have a clear black night? You've never.
Hell yeah.
You can? Okay, all right.
Hell yeah.
Somebody commented that. They were like, yeah, it was just clear and there was no clouds in the sky.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Dude, you go outside in LA, it's pretty much like daylight anyways.
It's true, yeah.
Like pollution. I go outside in my backyard sometimes, I'm like, dude, it's not even dark out here. It's insane.
It's so true.
You'll really appreciate this comment about the credit. The font. He's a font snob.
I'm a font. Bro, I've never had this conversation with you. We'll have it off camera, but you are great at choosing fonts.
Oh,
I love
thanks.
your font choices.
Yeah, that's funny you say that. I was going to say the font is really cool for this.
Don't look at the next episode. I think I added the title.
Sir. But even your Chrome 23, your RBE stuff, I'm like, I love your fonts, bro.
Yeah, the Chrome 23 honestly is all Remy.
Cool.
I don't do the initial design. That's why I love working with her. She is like a great marketing mind.
Hell
you
yeah.
know,
That's
Remy's
dope.
the shit. But yeah,
I don't know what a good font or a bad font is. If you put a gun to my head, I'd be like, I don't know this one.
Well, you know how after Avatar came out the first time, that font's called Papyrus, and you would see it at like dental offices.
Yeah.
Like that Avatar font. It's like, bro, can we get rid of that fucking Avatar font?
Yeah, I know. It's the worst. The trends in fonts is always hilarious, but you guys chose a really good one. It looks dope.
LA anthems, you feel me?
His hair.
Don't make me bring up some of Biggie's lyrics.
They've been trying to convince me for 3 decades that they know how to party. That's my shit, though.
You know that's my shit too. I ain't gonna lie. Keep it a bean.
Somebody out here asking for him. You want me to let him in or shoot that nigga in the fall?
Why are those the only 2 options, Mickey?
Oh yeah, what was that? That audio was bad, huh?
Oh no, I was gonna say the casting for this.
Oh, 6500, who was the guy in the ski mask in the first time? Like, you know, we try to pay people. We try not to have them act for free. You know, we're big believers in like if they're helping us out, try to throw them some money.
That's honorable.
I've never been paid.
Sarah's never been paid. She's never been paid.
Damn, the truth
Never
comes
been
out.
paid.
Yeah. It's your company. But 6500 was supposed to be in this spot, but had some car trouble getting there on the way, so we had to kind of shoot around it. And Plex, thankfully, I was like, bro, can you get to? Where were we in Pasadena?
Altadena. We were far.
yeah, it's
yeah.
Yeah.
deep,
And
man.
Plex showed up, man.
I won't say thank God. I'll say thank Plex because
Yeah.
he showed up, hit it out of the park, and had such a good attitude. It was
Yeah.
so lovely. He's
Yo.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even question. I was just like, oh, somebody
All right,
else.
yeah.
Maybe he got murdered
Yeah.
or something, trying to kill somebody.
You want me to let him in or shoot that nigga in the fall?
Why are those the only 2 options, Mickey?
Gangster. That's why.
Fuck, yo. These white folks only want to eat their weed because of the foodie culture. I'm a foodie. When the fuck did being hungry become a personality trait?
That's
I'll just tell him to leave. Because it's the on and only Rebel G.
See?
We gotta offer more products. We leaving a lot of money on the table.
Man, I leave money on the table all the time, man. So I can see it. Real niggas don't even trust their own wallet.
What I meant was, we need to make as much money as we can. We gotta offer more products.
No, what you mean to say is we need to stop acting like we know how to do this job. Like that time you lied to get hired to work in Child Protective Services.
Look, if you met them little niggas, you would see they had it coming.
Find God, Tia. Find God.
Did somebody say find God?
No, Kim.
Alrighty, but remember, a baptism is practically just a bath. I just help you in and out of the tub.
So nobody's gonna say anything about this nigga Shark? Nobody?
Want to talk about Jesus?
Yo, how do we get our hands on some edibles?
Shit, I don't know. Make some?
I don't know how to make nothing, man. All I know how to do is chef up that raw, man. It's the Pyrex Pirate. Big Grady coming.
You listened to Benny the Butcher all weekend and made up that lie on Monday.
Yo, you be letting the fashion get in the way of my greatness.
Time to make my world famous lemon bars. Only thing better than the zest in your chest is the tart in your heart, Miss Tia.
Kim, you know how to bake a lot of shit?
The David Make Solomon King. Guys, we have got to do better than that. Even the Catholics know that one. And they're fake religious.
Man, can you bake or not?
Let's just say I might as well be the baby that Fetty Wap is in the kitchen cooking pies with.
Can you teach me one of your recipes?
What the frick? That's the second biggest thing I've been wanting you to ask me to teach you. Well, come on! Lemons wait for no man or woman. Let's go!
They're the worst outfit I've ever
I made 100K off of touring. Lays up in Arizona like a storeroom. Who really in the way? Only knowing, man.
Want to shoot narrative or no?
I don't know. It's intimidating. It's like really intimidating. Yeah, it's a whole other set of skills that I don't have.
This guy shoots like 2,000 people events that like 80,000 people are watching.
Nothing to that. You just point a camera at. It's the battlers that's the real town. I'm just, that. But this shit's intimidating. It's really intimidating. Everything about it is like very centered towards this. Like even the editing, like how you cut a conversation is so different than everything else, Yeah. And it's like I've done a little bit of it, but it's like I don't know. Even like editing like Bags and Bodies was really challenging.
God, I can't imagine how much footage that was. Just hours.
That was crazy. Like we shot for 30 days, which was like insane. And I think it was.
Is that a feature or is
it's
it
a reality show? Mm-hmm. And I think it was like 30 terabytes of footage. It was so much stuff, and it was just like organizing it was a job in itself. But just like the editorial aspect of this, the directing aspect of this, everything about it, like directing an actor, like that is something that I have no experience with, and it seems like super intimidating.
It's
to get
tough.
into.
I've gotten a little better about it because Sarah's really good at it. Like the best directors were actors, like when it comes to talent anyways. She's taught me like you can't really give people a line reading, like it's kind of a little bit intrusive to be like, say it like this. You gotta let the actor find it. So Sarah will be like, when you say that line, try thinking about this. Or I mean, how do you explain that better? I'm kind of butchering it.
No, that's exactly right. I think people tend to be offended if you tell them how to say it. Like, say it like this. It depends on the actor, I'm assuming. But I try to give them quickly just like what their feeling is when they're saying it. Like, how would you say, "Can I have a sip of your Red Bull?" if you were like really mad at me and we haven't spoken in a couple of days.
Can I have a sip of your Red Bull? Like that.
Right. As opposed to like, you're trying to be kind to let me get you a sip of your Red Bull.
A sip of that Red Bull?
Yeah, exactly. So, just like things like that where you kind of just like try to fill in maybe any missing information in there.
She's really good at it, man. But it's years of auditioning. I used to see her sides, which is like the scripts for her auditions for like a Chevy commercial or something. And she'd have a line that's like, oh, this Chevy is comfortable, but she would write relaxed by it. So like she was thinking of that word while she was saying the line, which is cool.
Oh.
Super cool. Yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for everything. I mean, sometimes you just give a line reading.
Yeah, word.
Sometimes
totally.
she's a vegetarian, guys, and she did a Taco Bell commercial and had to eat a lot of meat.
Oh my God, really? Did
I never
you
even
actually
read.
have
No,
to
I
meet
spit
it?
it out after every take. Thank God that was available for me. But yeah, that was the
And
first time I've ever
Taco
had
Bell.
red
Taco
meat in my
Bell.
life. Although who probably wasn't red meat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
who knows?
It's probably
Taco Bell.
plastic.
Yeah.
That was a
so-
shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That was a whole
It's a
thing. There was
Timberland.
actually glue in one of the tacos. I took a bite out of. It was anyways. That was the whole
my
thing.
God.
The food stylist was like, "This one's safety. There was ones for camera, and then there was ones that you could eat. And the one that was just for camera, there was a toothpick, and there was like some sort of gunk in it, like glue. I bit into it, and I was like, "Oops, you gave me the wrong one." You just still have to be like, That never aired. That's probably because I was not good at acting like I liked meat.
Like you like glue?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, God forbid. Do you guys know the whole thing about Brad Pitt always eating?
Yes.
What is this?
And I think it's fucking brilliant.
It is super cool.
Can he
He's
act?
just like always eating,
I
and
think
his thing
so,
is
yeah.
gives you something to be doing.
Yeah, it's like smoking a cigarette.
And it really works. And I even thought of that and took that into this. I was like, you know, if you give the actors action, because in how many scenarios in your life are you just sitting and having a conversation with somebody and not, you know, making yourself a sandwich
Sure, your
or
phone
like,
or-
you know, scrolling on your phone or whatever it may be. It
Yeah.
just gives you something, and I found that really like can bring a scene to life.
Plus, if you're not an actor and you're trying to act, you become aware of your hands so quickly.
Like, what do I do?
Yeah, you're just like, oh shit, like where do I hang them? And yeah.
But that is another good thing about the battle rappers that I think is the main thing that people notice is that they're very comfortable in front of the camera
So much.
already.
Yeah.
And so that's the main difference between, you know, just a guy off the street who's never acted and Lou Castro, you know.
Yeah, he's a performer. You know, it's funny. Sarah
And they
had
don't go, oh gosh, what am I, there's a camera, like, what do
Yeah,
I do?
totally.
Yeah.
They freeze up.
Lou early on, he was saying his lines like he spars, so he was like walking around in a circle, and Sarah
This
would like have to
whole-
grab him. He's like, "You have to have like hit your mark. We can't see you." Your
Oh, yeah,
backside
totally.
to the camera.
See,
But he was saying his
yeah.
lines
We
like a battle
uploaded some
rapper.
bloopers, but you know, and so Jazz would catch on very
Marks.
quickly,
Yeah.
and she'd be
Yes.
like,
Oh my God.
she'd be like, who are you talking to? Because he'd be talking to her,
Yeah.
and he would turn around
Like
and
a battle
talk to the
rapper.
wall, and she would be like, who are you talking to? I was like, thank you. It's so funny.
Damn.
Like,
He
can you
caught on
stand your
quick.
mark?
Yeah, he caught
That
on
is funny.
quick, though.
That is definitely something battle rappers are not familiar
Yeah.
with.
No.
at all.
No.
Yeah. That's super funny.
Who really in the way, homie, knowing.
Alright, guys, we're about to
I'm in
get
the
new
rave,
outfits.
I can throw one, they try to do the wave, I can show them. I get my brothers paid like I owe them. Go crazy with a couple
So what's the verdict?
Shit, I don't know. She told me the recipe, and when she wasn't looking, I just threw some butter in there.
How much?
Nigga, an eighth a pound? What's a handful?
You right.
Look, we gonna give one for free to every customer and see if they like it.
All right, say no more. Listen, we ain't got none of that weird shit you niggas be asking for, but take one of these, let me know if it's hitting or not. Fuck, nigga.
Grady, Waffle House employees fight their customers and they have better service than you.
Listen, I'm like that town in Monsters, Inc. I run off fear.
You do know at the end of the movie they realized laughter was more powerful, right?
I wouldn't know. I left out halfway through to go frighten a small child.
So you're getting reaction shots now.
Yeah.
This might have been at nighttime.
Yes, this was.
My OG told me this for sure. Only thing worse than not getting success is getting success too soon.
One last thing. Please bring tea.
Yeah, I mean, that shot worked really well. I wouldn't have ever
Yeah.
thought that.
So you never have like ideas you want to shoot, like every LA person that has a camera?
Not really.
No?
To be honest, I mean, I sort of do, but I'm not like, I have this one movie I want to direct.
Yeah, okay.
You know, if anything, it's like, I have like ideas for battle rap.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I have like ways to shoot battles.
Cool.
I mean, to be honest, if like there was ever like an influx of money, I would do like a documentary about something in battle rap. If not battle rap in general, but or people in battle rap.
That's cool.
You know, a Pat Stay documentary would probably be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the thing to do, honestly. It like
Yeah.
writes itself. That would be, but I'm like intimidated by that. Like, you know, I was also intimidated, like everybody was trying to get me to do a Cadillac Ron documentary and the same
Yeah.
thing. I was like, that's super intimidating.
Yeah.
Do a documentary about like a
Couple
friend's
hours have passed.
passing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like super gnarly. But no, I don't, honestly, I don't have like ideas. Do you guys have like scripts that you're like waiting
Oh,
to
gosh.
produce?
All the time.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think the biggest frustration is like we're so under staffed. We don't have enough money. Yeah, I just have a bunch of stuff that I was like, oh, well, the dream is to have a show every quarter on our page.
Yeah, I mean, he's an idea man. You give him any subject, he's got a great idea for it. He's super, like, his brain is a crazy place.
Still can't make it out of mid-tier, though.
He's a terrible human, but fucking brilliant
Artist.
man. Brilliant
It
man.
kind of works like that usually.
This is a Saga song, by the way, that we've been using.
Oh, okay, where
Oh.
Store running.
The homie.
The homie.
Yeah, that's one I had.
And although medication and charitable donations do help, Lord, I ask that you influence more people to send thoughts and prayers instead, as that is the only proven method. Amen.
Hey, Kim.
Also, Lord, please bring back that Trevor Noah. There's nothing us Americans love more than non-Americans teaching us about America. Boy, that Simon Cowell sure did start something.
God ain't reading all that.
Kim, wrap this
Also,
up.
Lord, one last thing. Please bring Tia and Grady to your light. They don't understand that salvation is right in front of them. Or at the very least, please help them to understand that 504 and at 4 a.m. does bleed through the walls.
Her subbing us while we standing right here is mad disrespectful.
Man, Kim, get off.
All right, all right. What can I do you for?
We need you to teach us.
Do we know what 5EO4 is?
You don't. He's a New York rapper.
Oh, I thought it was a video game.
Listen, guys, she's talented. She can deliver a line that she doesn't even know.
I
makes
literally
I
thought it
didn't
was
know
a video
either.
game until just this second.
I don't know either, so.
But we
Believe
appreciate
me.
your honesty.
I watch a lot of battle rap and the references usually
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
it's like that sounded cool.
That's what's cool about Sarah. She'll like have a question about a line. She's like, "Is this funny?" I have no idea. She's just reading what I wrote. You know, she's like, "I think I understand what this means," but she still delivers.
And
it
9 times
crazy.
out of 10, you don't take the time to explain to me. You're like, yeah, it's funny, just say it. I'm like, okay, got it.
Got it.
Finally! Oh, won't he do it?
No, he won't. We need you to teach us how to bake.
Oh. Well, I was excited, and then I was disappointed, and then I got excited again about something that probably won't work out too well. Grady, I think I finally know what it's like to be a Knicks fan.
Hey, you know how I be with the both of y'all all the time? You know what else I'm with? I'm with all the dumb shit. Stop playing with my New York Knicks like that for Yo, stop playing with my Knicks like that, yo.
Kim, do that prayer shit really work?
Yes, 100%.
Can you ask God to send me a light-skinned, thorough nigga?
Horny.
With dreads, tatted all over.
She's in heat.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Tia. The only word I understood of that sentence, I'm not allowed to say. Let's go to the kitchen.
This is tough. This is me being a little too artsy-fartsy, but like, I am really aware of writing a female character. Because a lot of men, when they write a female character, they're just like, she's someone's girlfriend, or she's someone's wife, or she's only thinking about sex. So it was a tough decision to make Tia like be sex forward, I guess, in this.
Huh.
You know?
Yeah.
I felt a little guilty. It's like, that's how men don't know how to write women, you know?
But I think that that's kind of cool because I think for a long time women weren't allowed to be, you know, sexual or have their own kind of just sexual desires. It was only getting married, having babies, you know. So I think it was like
reacting
it's a cool choice.
to a male's character.
Yeah.
In this instance, she's just doing it.
Yeah.
Getting married, having babies. Those were good old days, right? When you guys couldn't
Barefoot
vote.
pregnant in the kitchen.
A better time.
A better time.
I don't tell people that I like to bake because I don't want to seem old-fashioned.
Is that right?
No.
Beast Gatlin. This is Beast Gatlin. I love this song so much.
I love this song.
Yo, is this April Montclair? Because y'all know I only allowed designer on my body.
This the same nigga that said he was too old for Forever 21, so he asked for Forever 31.
Yeah, I told you, they offer reasonably priced items without sacrificing style.
Okay, speaking of not having a lot of money, let's talk shortbread. Now, every decent baked good has 3 main ingredients: flour, butter.
Lowry's.
Now, Tia, why would you think that Lemon Bars has Lowry's in it?
Because I dare to dream, Kim.
Oh, I got it.
I sure am glad you two are here. I was feeling so lonely and you two saved me from that. I think that makes you guys my Captain Save-A-Hose.
Kim, we gotta practice not repeating what you hear Grady say.
Oh shoot, did I use it wrong? I thought I was a Marvel superhero.
Kim, when is the first batch gonna be ready?
Well, I'd say in about 30 minutes, but the Scientologist would say, it'll be ready when I say it's ready. Now get back down in that pee bed, little girl.
Okay,
We don't tell people what religion you are in this, but you
No.
just take shots at all other
I
religions.
Yeah,
know.
I was okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was tripping because for a second I'm like, maybe you're Mormon.
Who knows? Yeah.
I'm not Mormon, Scientology. I don't know
You take a
either.
shot at the Catholics.
I don't really know
whatever.
religions that well, but
Yeah.
I'm not Catholic, Mormon, or Scientologist.
It could be. There's
So
different
what's just
Christian
Christian? Yeah, I
facets.
think
maybe.
that's what I assumed in my brain. She's like
We haven't
Christian.
ironed it out, guys.
Who taught you all this?
Oh, my mother. How did you spend time with your mother growing up?
My mom ran out of us when we were babies.
Oh, bless Tia, I'm so sorry. Gosh darn it. This is why I always say, privilege is like AirPods. If you just walk around wearing them all the time, you're gonna forget you have them.
Hey, you see the guilt in Kim's eyes? She was about to start a fundraiser.
I'm bullshitting, Kim. My mom was a teacher. We just didn't bake much.
Tia, my white guilt hasn't been activated that quickly since I watched Hidden Figures.
Ooh, what I miss?
Well, I think you, sir, are just in time to put this in the oven.
Good, because we got customers waiting.
Whoa. Where are your customers? Obviously.
Yeah, you know we was going to pay you for this. Come on.
Oh, absolutely not. The lesson is the blessing. You can always pray for me. It'll be like Cash App in my soul.
I use Zelle.
Hater.
What happened? When she says I use Zelle, the camera
You can always
just like
pray for
shuts
me.
down.
It'll be like Cash App in my soul.
I use Zelle.
Tricky tripod we were dealing with there, guys.
It works.
Yo, how much did you put in there?
Shit, a handful?
Yo, this shit gotta work, yo. That's all niggas been asking for.
It should be done. This shit's taking forever.
Hey, I'm sorry it took so long. I taste tested some in there, and then I think I lost track of time.
Oh, she smacked.
Hey, Kim, you good, right?
Oh yeah, Tia, I'm great. Never better.
Yeah.
Never better. Have y'all ever thought about how right now we're the oldest we've ever been, but the youngest we'll ever be?
Oh my God.
We going to jail. We going to jail. We going to jail.
Our God is an awesome God.
It's me, your boy. Hey.
So 3 quick things, really quick. Everyone's had a story of being an edible. Most people have a story of being an edible that kicked in way too hard.
Yeah.
2, Jazz hated wearing that outfit.
Yeah.
She's like,
She
"What the
didn't
fuck am I
say
wearing?"
anything.
Yeah, she's so good to work with.
But I could tell she was not happy. She's
What do
like,
you
"Are we
think-
done?"
Yeah, she's like, what do you have me working with here? And 3, something I wanted to ask you. We got flagged for that Christian song that at the end that we put in there. So we couldn't
yeah.
monetize
Couldn't
this
monetize it,
video.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we tried to slow it down, but they've gotten so good at like
I know.
flagging all types of music.
I know.
It
Okay.
worked in the first episode with just less.
I guess it was a
Less
smaller
of it,
split.
yeah.
Yeah, you pitch shift it, and it goes like and then you can. I did that with like a Led Zeppelin song.
Crazy.
Which is like notoriously the hardest music to get by, and I was like pitch shifting it all over the place, like.
I wanted to ask you because I was thinking about it when you did the Pat Stay, I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight on all the trailers. Were you able to monetize that?
So Diz is like really particular about like what he wants with his stuff. So, you know, he's like, we should have Phil Collins when I come out. And I'm like, no.
That's a great idea, but we can't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, he's the most like one of the most popular artists.
Yeah.
We don't have the rights. We can't pay for the rights.
Yeah.
And funny enough, King of the Dot actually got in contact with their management and got the rights, and they didn't pay for it or anything.
Wow,
It was like-
that's nice.
Yeah, they just reached out. They're like, hey, this is a memorial event for our friend.
Fire.
We want to use the intro. And they're
That's
just like,
dope.
oh, that's really nice. Go for it.
It's like the best song ever made. I love that song so
Yeah, I
much.
know,
Like
me
I'm
too.
emotional about it. I'm
Yeah.
surprised Diz wouldn't be like, hey, we can't use it. That Diz would be like, we just gotta fucking get Phil Collins then, man. Fucking get him here.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Yeah.
Fucking have him sing
Have him
it, bro.
play in the background. We could do it.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's dope.
gosh.
That's dope to know.
But I mean, that doesn't surprise me. It's like YouTube has been pretty tyrannical about that type of shit, you know.
Yeah.
Well, rightfully so. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
Usually it's like the monetization will just go towards the artist, which it seems like that's what happened here since it's like up. You know, they didn't mute it or anything. But I've had like old battles where they'll like take out the part that I use the music in.
No kidding.
It's really weird. Yeah, like if you go watch Cortez versus Holohan, there's a whole intro to that battle that everybody really liked that's just not there anymore.
Yeah, YouTube.
The battle just starts. It's really
YouTube
weird.
will give you an option to
You can like cut
clip it
that
out.
part out.
We've had to do that a couple of our episodes. And our company name really is how we work. Everything's last second. So these come out on Saturday, and usually they're uploaded on a Friday.
Yeah.
So like this one was Friday night. Then we
We
had
were
that thing.
all
It's like
going,
you
he
can't
was in
monetize
Mexico, and we were
it.
going back and forth trying to figure out what we should do. But I just thought it was worth it to have that moment. It was I think it's so funny,
Totally.
and like that song makes it so
How
much
much money
better
really
than-
is that? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
$40.
I totally
or
agree.
something.
Like I'll use shit that I'm just like I don't fucking care about this
Yeah.
making money. Like it's cool at the end of the day.
Yeah,
It doesn't
ultimately, that's what we just decided to just to go with it. We tried different things, but
All right, 2 more episodes, guys. Thanks for sticking with us.
All right, episode 7.
So look, bro, I know y'all thinking this is a story about 2 people who lucked up and came up on a gang of tree, but this is real life, and in real life, everything got consequences.
Change only your change. That's a good question. YouTube's really good at that. If you can edit some different audio, they'll actually give you royalty-free options to put in the place of it. But
Do you guys belong to any royalty-free sites?
No.
I think Evan does.
Oh,
yeah.
Evan might.
Evan's
Yeah.
on
Artlist.
Artlist.io or something.
You just wanted to use that like one specific Christian song?
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of Christian songs for some reason. I don't know what we did there. It might
Plus
have been
Christian music.
I think we didn't because we.
Loso got like
You should have been a
$7.
Christian rapper. You
That's
know?
what I'm saying. Loso got
Yeah, that's why he's battling,
$20.
buying a fucking Tesla and shit. Like, okay, all right.
That's what
Some
Christian
in the
money's
industry.
doing, huh?
Yeah.
Shout out to Loso.
I mean, I can't go to jail.
So if you're following, guys, these guys they're selling weed out of their house. Everybody was asking for edibles. Kim knows how to bake. She doesn't know they're selling weed out of the same house. They put weed in the edibles, and they gave it to all their customers. No, you got it right?
Oh man, I don't know how to make a shank. I'm too handsome for this, man. They only make grills in there. Yo, does Kim know she smacked?
She don't know shit. She knocked out after asking if a straw had 1 hole or 2. 2? I know 2.
Right?
Well, I mean, because technically it's the top and the bottom is that 2, but it goes down the straight, so it's 1.
What do we
think? What's your answer there? Does a straw have
Oh
1
my
hole or
God.
2 of them?
Yo, that's such a jazz thing to fucking. I remember the one time we had this really long conversation about what letters you can get rid of in the alphabet. It's like this one's worthless. This one's good.
It's a jazz thing.
She's a deep thinker.
Chat, let us know if a straw has 1
One
hole
hole
or
or
2.
two.
Were you citing on that?
I go 1.
Okay.
It's yeah, I agree with 1. It's the
One hole is
same
fast.
thing.
Okay.
What's going on, boys?
I choose the letter R to quit.
What?
Google said I need a resignation letter to quit my job. I choose the letter R.
A resignation letter is a letter that you mail, not a letter from the alphabet. Stupid. Why are you trying to quit anyway?
I mean, I've been shooting at niggas for so long. I think I forgot niggas could shoot back.
Whoa, what made you realize that?
I'm sorry, y'all. But if you don't mind giving me a letter of recommendation for my next job, I choose R again.
Bro, did he just quit?
This nigga just quit.
Bro, what are
Yo,
we
you're a
doing?
bad boss.
I'm great at my job.
Ever since we was kids and you used to run around, we used to play corner store, you used to always mess up the register when somebody used to come in and buy something. I knew you would never be a good boss. You always do this. Come on. Who the fuck let Mark Anthony in here?
Hola, niggas.
My name is Rigo. Or as your Uncle Paul called me.
Dev the Demon. I don't know why. I thought it'd be funny if this Latin X person had a black security guard that acted like he spoke, act like he spoke Spanish. That's my favorite line of the whole series.
Hola, niggas.
My name is Rigo. Or as your Uncle Paul called me, Enchufar.
Oh, shit.
What does enchufar mean? Sorry, we used to New York Mexicans. Puerto Ricans.
Easy to bond.
I apologize. He's off his Adderall right now.
Yo, don't disrespect me. It's Ritalin. I wonder who made it.
Silencio.
Oh, is that your middle name? What the hell does enchufar mean?
Plug.
He's a swamp.
Hey, watch your mouth when you addressing me, boy. I got weaponry. I'm walking on them with Giuseppe feet. We shoot stepping me. All my life I've been a refugee. I ain't never passed the word. I ain't never snatched no person.
Me and your Uncle Paul had a special partnership.
You see, I knew it. I tried to tell you when Unc bought that PT Cruiser.
Not that type of partnership. We had an understanding before his untimely passing. ¿Qué es esto?
In our culture, it's customary to say RIP when you're talking about a dead person.
Well, not ours.
Not even with Selena?
Ay, Dios mío. I'll make this simple. I came here to retrieve something that belongs to me. But after watching your house for the last 2 days, it seems like you've been making use of that something.
This nigga got cop energy for sure.
Facts, I ain't gonna lie, cause I am a hustler. I burnt Stranger Things and sold it on Canal Street as a spinoff for Harry Potter.
So you're the brilliant mind behind Scary Potter.
Rico, we didn't know it was...
Oh?
First of all, no man ever shushes me. Unless he's mysterious, and I find that oddly attractive.
Oh, wow, horny at the wrong time.
$40,000. How many days do you need?
5.
You have 4.
Let me get 3.
Okay, 3. Yeah, that works for me.
What are you doing? You ain't about to come in my dusty ass $2 million house and think he can count backwards better than me.
I'm not one for threats. But if I don't have my money in 3 days, well, I'll put it in your language. Dead ass. That'll really scuff my Timbs.
Brian.
Come on, Devon. It's Appletini time.
You should have locked the door. You watched me walk out of here.
Bye-bye.
Lock the door. You keep letting people come in here. First you let Tom Brady, then it's Mark Anthony come in here and touch us about some money.
It's dumb.
I must have been spent. That is honestly the longest I've ever slept without watching a Biden speech first.
Man, how we gonna come up with 40 bands in the next 3 days?
I don't fucking know. We might have to go back to New York for real.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I got caught up with an NFT scam back in the towns, and I owe a couple people there too.
Brady, NFTs?
Yo, somebody told me it's stuff for Knicks fan timeshare.
Spell Nick, nigga.
Excuse me. Have y'all been selling marijuana out of this house using the recipes that I taught y'all?
Alright, so it started here because Tom Brady came in, he showed up with a blick and he was trying to rob us and everything. Next thing you know, we got Mark Anthony here, he showed up with a linebacker. Next thing you know,
I don't know what you're saying, but they sound like lies from the devil's tongue.
Tim!
You make that up.
Damn.
You made that up, the devil's tongue.
We still ain't got no leads.
I know. I thought this was LA where everybody knows somebody.
I'm trying to be really sad.
Yo, it's funny because it's like I feel like everything's kind of hitting its stride too. Like the pacing too is like
that's how we felt.
And this is the same thing that happened with our other show, Gray Area. Like the first 4 episodes we shot in the first day, and they were just okay.
Yeah.
And then we all regroup, go back to the drawing board, and now we're good to go for the next. You know, I knew where I made errors in directing and what I needed to do differently, and I was able to bring that the second time. The actors had more of an idea of what we were doing and what their characters were. Like, you know.
And if you this is what Sarah hit me to with Friends. It's like I've always been like, I guess Friends is funny, but she loves it. But she's like, when you get more runway behind a character, jokes become funnier when you know who they are.
Of course,
You know, so
right.
like you kind of know that Lou always wants to fight. He's not very smart. You know, so. But yeah, we definitely hit our stride. That's why like any filmmaker, and you know this, it's like if they've shot a short film, if they shot a web series, whatever, their last work is not indicative of who they are right now.
Yeah.
True.
You know, it's like you never know how much that took to make, how long ago they shot it, and how much they learned from it. You know?
Word up. Yeah, the conversation between them and the plug was like really, that was great. Like the pacing was hella good.
Yeah, that's
and,
our
like,
friend
the
Brian.
zoom-ins were really good.
Cool.
It was great.
And
That
if
was
there's
fire.
any fans of Gray Area, which there's at least one, Brian also played a character in Gray Area.
Yeah, he owned a studio in the Yoshi G episode.
Yeah,
he always
he
kills
owed
it
money.
for us,
Yeah,
man. He's so good.
He's so wonderful.
That's
to work
the
with, and he's
cool
great.
thing about LA, where it's like there's so many talented people, but that me and Sarah know. You know, I can pick up a phone.
Grady.
All right, episode 8.
Last one, guys. Thanks for sticking
When does
in there with
episode
us.
9 drop?
Tomorrow.
Hell
morning.
yeah.
There's only 10 episodes, so 9 will drop tomorrow. Then the season finale will be next week, and then the season finale of Reggie will be on the tail of that. Will be the first episode of Trial and Error, which is Ace, Loso, and Geechee's show. So it'll be one long episode, and then we'll go right into 5 more episodes of Ace and Geechee's.
I thought we weren't
show.
announcing it.
We didn't. Okay, you can edit it out. Fix it in post.
Yeah.
You can fix that in post, Evo? All right.
Or not, whatever.
Yeah, or not, whatever.
Tia down bad. They need 40 racks in 3 days, and the only nigga I know with that type of bread is, you know what? Never mind. Y'all finna.
Beans is 1,000? 40 beans? People say that?
Is that what he said? Beans in there?
Yeah, he's like, we gotta come up with 40 beans.
That's, I'm embarrassed to say that's the first time I've caught that. We give Clutch really creative license.
No, Clutch. Clutch said racks. Lou said beans.
Oh, I guess so.
And I'm like, maybe that's New York slang. I've never heard anybody say that before.
Yeah. The thing is with New Yorkers, they can say anything and say
I know.
that. They say it, I'm like,
yeah, we say that.
They
It's a
say
New
it all
York
the
thing.
time.
For sure.
Heard it on the Q train.
And me snitching over this narrating shit.
I made 100K off of touring.
What are we supposed to say for?
Look, Kim, we're sorry.
For real, we really wanted to tell you, honestly.
Then why didn't you? I tell you to everything. Grady, I even told you when I had an impure thought watching that steamy magician movie.
Kim, Magic Mike isn't a magician.
He didn't do any tricks.
Tell that to my swimsuit parts.
I told you she'd be back there one day.
Look, let her go. We got bigger problems with Rigo.
Man, I swear I don't like this feeling, man. It's like I want to fight a nigga, but I'm also the nigga I want to fight.
That's called guilt, Grady. She'll be okay.
Oh, man.
Look, we got 6K and 30 pounds left.
Why don't we just sell the rest of it?
In 3 days, what you want us to do? Put a everything must go sign in the front yard?
Oh, yeah, we can get one of them wacky, flailing, inflatable arm tube mans.
What you doing there, Grady? Trying to Harlem shake your lies away?
I could do that? That's possible?
Only through repentance, and when I tried to teach you about that, you said that you'd rather collect badges on 2K. If only there were a badge of honor your VC could buy.
Grady, focus. We got bigger problems. Rigo's giving Gus Fring energy, and if we don't get that 30K amount, the amount he gonna give us is $150.
Have some patience, slow it down, welcome to the Matrix, amazing. Once back, he black but look Asian, complacent. Hit your peak and now you think you high shit, that's nonsense. We the bro, they turn them to a conflict.
I got an idea. What? How about we just give the weed back?
You can't just get fronted drugs and have to change your heart with your 30-day trial period head ass.
Fuck, I know Uncle Paul left this receipt somewhere in here.
You really think Rigo rang up Uncle Paul with a cartel register?
You're right. Venmo's more convenient and it has a cool social aspect. Yo, Kim, look. Yo, I know you mad at us, but would you mind helping us sell 30 pounds of weed by standing outside and twirling the sign?
What are you doing?
Yo, we need ideas, man. Or at the very least, you know we can get our hands on 50 Mary Jeans?
You know, I respected y'all so much, my white friends don't even know I have new black friends because I think it's disrespectful to lead with that. But believe you me, I was dying to tell them.
People proving they not racist will never not sound racist to me. Look, we might have to go to another city and start somewhere else, Grady.
Yo, look, America...
Do you want to comment on that? You say a lot of, like, on the line thing, gray area and this. Do you feel uncomfortable about that? Because she just reads my writing. And, like, if Sarah gets canceled, it's her fault. I'm like, they're not going to cancel the black guy, you know? It's all on Sarah. Do you ever feel a way about,
you gotta
like...
take the fall.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I say anything.
That's, like, super offensive, right?
And anything I have, I've told you I don't want to say it.
Yes. You have
Who knows?
There's been some
in
things.
5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, of course, the lines
You said the word black?
Sure, yeah.
You said a word?
Yeah.
Cancel her.
People proving they not racist will never not sound racist to me.
The thought of a white friend being so excited they got black friends.
And
I
it's
don't wanna tell
very
them.
accurate, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
hear
is.
my white friends talking like,
I
and
made a
they
black
mention
friend.
it, and you're just like, what? How is that relevant to the conversation?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, we might have to go to another city and start somewhere else, Grady.
Yo, look, America only got 2 good locations. New York and LA. Miami is a distant third, but even then, you need a little bit of cocaine to make it tolerable, and I'm good.
Cuz ain't wrong about Miami, though. They don't have dinner till 11. That starter better be a motherfucking 5-hour energy drink.
Okay, then we gotta sell the shit in bulk, but who we know that's gonna buy this much?
Costco's.
I said costumes.
Yeah,
I
plural.
realized that the Harlem Shake reference I made earlier could be considered outdated, so I googled something newer and I'd like to change my comment.
Go ahead, Kim.
Too bad you couldn't get sturdy with your honesty.
Another line I had no idea.
We gotta start asking questions for anybody that come here to buy today, because maybe they'll lead us to the well.
I guess that's what we got.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. Not that Walt and Jesse care too much.
Look, Kim, we'd ask you to stay, but truth is, we owe a dangerous man a lot of money in a little time.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, for your safety, it'd be better if you did leave.
How dangerous. Not that I care. But are y'all gonna be safe?
We owe $40,000 in 3 days.
$40,000? That's almost as much as my father's prize stallion. First thing that ever kissed me, actually.
Ew.
Oh, it was equally as playful as it was meaningful.
Still in pretty good shape?
Well, thank you for asking, Tia. Yes, she is. Still has that unbridled spirit.
Low miles on her?
Oh, yes, father takes good. Are you trying to sell my horse?
I mean, you said it.
I mean, how much horsepower she got?
One, Grady, it's a horse. You know what? I can't believe you two. I want to help you out, but when I'm down and out, you make me even downer and outer. Goodbye. Good luck with your drugs and your money. I love you.
I added that. I love you.
Why are you running?
I know. I thought this was LA where everybody knows somebody.
It looks like someone ordered these two some lifesavers.
Boo! That's just trash. Fuck out of here. Wish I had to make that.
Her in the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And that leads off to their show. Guys, thank you for watching
Thank
that with
you,
us,
that was
man.
so fun.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Of course.
Do you kind of cringe at some parts? Like, oh, God, we missed this. That looks
No,
bad.
but watching it back, I saw a couple of them. I'm like, oh, I can see her mic pack. Oh, I can see our...
Yeah.
Nobody notices that.
No,
Yeah,
I
that-
didn't even notice it in the, notes and editing
Yeah,
and stuff. So,
yeah.
But, this will be my 800th time watching each of these, so for sure.
How's it feel to almost be? I mean, you guys are done with the gray area. Now this, and then the next. It's like, how does it feel to just be like rolling these out?
It's exciting. Yeah, we're
exciting.
trying to just what has our company been a business for a year and a half or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Or am I
About a year and
two?
a half.
So we're, this year trying to put out more content,
Yeah.
just really doubling down and trying to do more than just one.
And we should have said in the beginning, but slipped both of our minds, but we made this with half of the money you guys gave us for Gray Area.
Yeah.
Like we had a fundraiser, GoFundMe, and people really showed up and gave us a lot of money for us. Our productions come right out of our pocket all the time.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's times where we're like, damn, we're stressed. Like,
Yeah.
Sarah's eating cup of noodles for like 2 months afterwards after we shoot.
Well, it's like also I wanted to say that's like really commendable that you guys also pay everybody. That's really dope.
Man, we try.
We don't
bro.
pay everybody.
We try. Remember how you always yelling at me because I do it personally, and you're like,
Yeah, he doesn't tell
don't
me
do
about
it. But it's battle.
Typical.
Well, we do call in favors from friends.
We do. Yeah, it's true.
But
That's
I mean,
true.
like asking the battler, like you pay
Yeah.
them and stuff. It's like that. I think that's super commendable.
Yeah,
It's
man.
definitely not what they're worth, but we do the best that we can
Gotta
with
do
what
something.
we have. You know?
Yeah, to get like Jazz and Lou for 2 days acting on that much stuff, like you should pay them a lot of money. Keep in mind, like Hollywood does a lot of stunt casting right now. Not only are Jazz and Lou good, but they have huge followings.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
So they promote the show. They help
Yeah.
us, with like bringing attention to it. And I think, I don't want to speak for you, but like me and Evan have been trying to sell shows for quite a while, and right now it's just like it's so saturated. There's so many TV shows, and we've kind of lost the real like love for trying to get that big show on HBO.
Totally.
And it took us for making 2 or 3 shows to being like, fam, I think this really is what happiness is. Making cool shit with your friends around talented and funny people, Not to get too deep on it, but like we've had more fun making this shit that 10,000 people watch.
Yeah.
But and we always say, like, when we shoot, we kind of have a talk before we start shooting. We're like, what we're making is never as important as how we make it. Like we really have fun and really like are in the trenches with each other and try to have connections with talent and with us, because we're trying to build something that's like self-sustainable and something that we'd like to do and not just trying to sell, Pinocchio 4,
And it's a balance too, because we're up against time and money and trying to make a really good product, but also be kind and have fun, and It's
Yeah.
a lot of hard work, but I think it is worth it.
A lot of the time when Sarah's good at this, like, just for the talent to have fun, like, we might get a take, and Sarah will be like, okay, this takes your guys. Let's do whatever you want with it. You know? And sometimes we get really good stuff with that.
Yeah, sometimes as an actor, you're not really sure what you're supposed to be doing or what they want, or maybe your director or whoever's given you a note that you don't love, and you have an idea of how you want to do it.
Yeah.
So
we could blab about it forever.
Yeah. No, but it's cool, and I think you guys should feel proud. I think there's something to what you said about, like, you're done trying to sell to a network, because I have a friend who's he has a pretty great
Is
thing.
it Quentin Tarantino?
No, and he's been pitching his idea to, like, a bunch of big people, and every single person says, just do this on your own, man. You don't need us. Just do it on your own. And of course he's like, well, I need money to do it.
I kind of do. Yeah.
You know, and his thing is his is animation too, so it's
Yeah.
like even further than this. It's like animation's so expensive.
Yes.
But I think you really hit the nail on the head with, like, you're just having a good time, and also, like, 20,000 people watching this is a lot. That's a lot of fucking people, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I see your watches go to hundreds of thousands and stuff, and so I think YouTube for me, especially when we're building, you can lose sight of the count. Like, a friend of mine said, bro, 20,000 people watched your pilot on Reggie, and he's like, bro, crypto.com fits 19,000. Like, just think about that.
Yeah.
You know, like, all those people watched your
word.
show. And when you think about that, you're like, oh, yeah, YouTube does kind of skew my expectations. But this is some dumb fucking jokes we wrote and you directed. And people are rocking with it, you know?
Yeah.
So we're really appreciative of it.
I also think, like, us being from the world of battle rap, we're kind of skewed too, because we're, like, so used to, like, millions of views, you know?
So
Which,
true.
who knows if those are real.
Yeah.
But it's like, we have such high expectations of viewership, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I remember I had a friend over, and it was like, I think Geechee was filming a podcast, and I was like, oh, there's, like, only this many people watching this right now. And she was like, that's crazy. In your garage, there's, like, this many people watching these guys talk. And I'm like,
insane.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And she was, like, blown away.
Yeah.
She's like, this is phenomenal, you know? So I think sometimes it does take that, like, humbling of yourself, because, like, I've looked at the views on some of these, and they're at, like, 20K. And that's, you guys have, like, what, 14,000 subs or something? So that means every single subscriber is watching your stuff. Which is pretty crazy.
That's a cool way to think about it.
Yeah, and we're so, like, grateful for our fans or fans. I don't know if you'd call it that, but just we get such good feedback and people kind of engaging and paying attention, and it's really cool to feel that.
Yeah,
you know,
Sarah
direct
was really
with the people. You know,
Yeah,
totally.
And Sarah in the beginning was kind of like fearful of the battle rap culture. You know, she just sees my battles and they're just like going crazy. Yeah, so she was like hesitant to be like
say what they feel and not be worried about hurting anyone's feelings.
Even with Gray Hair, she's like, do they want a blonde white girl like making these jokes in the battle culture? You know, and I'm just like, just do it. You know, and so it's been, but they've received her
open
really
arms. Yeah,
well, man. They've treated her well. So thank you guys for supporting our little, like, tiny dreams in the corner of the world. You know.
Hell yeah! All right, the last episode drops tomorrow.
9 tomorrow, and then one more week is the last.
Oh, excuse me. 2 more episodes, but catch episode 9 tomorrow. The second C.
Last second C.
Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Run the numbers up. Is there anything else you guys want to plug? Where can they follow you at? You guys haven't said that.
I always just say follow my company, man. You know,
I will plug myself. Sarah Stouffer,
Pause.
SARAHSTOUFFER.
Plug yourself.
On
Pause.
Instagram.
Hey, you good?
Telling a woman pause is hilarious.
Plug yourself. Hey, yo.
I'm not gonna get any new Instagram followers now because you had a joke. He's always got a joke.
Yeah,
hey, yo. Sorry, do it again. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, just my name on Instagram.
Sarah Stouffer at Instagram. And what did
Last Second C on Instagram, YouTube.
Thanks to Evan, who's not here. He's the other 1/3 of this. And maybe we can get Avo telling more assault stories of him on set. He actually
Just
slapped Martin
shoulder
Scorsese
check.
once.
I love how he said, I'm intimidated to shoot like that. I saw the mass of his arm.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the size of my body. And I was like, are you intimidated to do anything?
Yeah. He put Steven Spielberg in a headlock back in the 90s.
Yeah,
That was pretty
I read about that in Steven's memoir.
Yo, I do have a funny Spielberg story. It's not me, though. But I love this story. Actually, yeah, so George Lucas was in my buddy's shop one time, and this fool like didn't know who George Lucas was, like what he really looked like, and he walked up to him and he goes, "Hey, did anybody ever tell you look a lot like Steven Spielberg?" To George fucking Lucas.
I love that so much.
That's amazing, bro.
He's like, no, I've been told I look like Steven Spielberg before.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't got that
We can nerd out about this, but I heard a story about Steven Spielberg when they were shooting Saving Private Ryan, that he made all those guys go to boot camp except Matt Damon, because they're supposed to hate him in the movie. So when they got on set, all these guys that went to boot camp, they're like busting their ass by each other. And then like pretty ass Matt Damon walks on set, and they like don't fuck.
They really hate him.
So smart, man.
Damn.
So smart.
Yeah,
to
there's
do.
like a lot of crazy directors. I feel like they can get into like method directing just as much as actors can. Like like Kubrick in The Shining, like him terrorizing that woman, and like she really was like
scared to
coming
come on set.
unhinged because of it.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of other like famous stories about that, but yeah, that's always so interesting.
We should nerd out about it one time. I know you have as much stuff as I do in terms of that that I love about it.
Yeah. I haven't been physically on set that much, but like I hear a lot of stories. But it's funny, man, because you have like such like this idealism of like Hollywood and big movie sets and how they're ran, and they're a fucking shit show. Like I hear
There's
stories.
just a lot more people and money.
Yeah, I'm just like, fools are fucking drunk, fools are drinking on set, and I'm just like, this is like fucking battle rap in a nutshell, you know? It's like it's just as unhinged because everybody's always like, oh, battle rap isn't professional. Like, fucking no, dude. Yeah. Everything is ran like this. It's all chaos. You
Johnny
know?
Depp's like last 4 movies, he didn't like know his lines.
He's got an in-ear.
Yeah,
That's what I heard. Somebody reading his lines while he's on the set.
It's a shit show, man. Guys, thank you so much for watching our show. Subscribe to Last Second See channel. We're only allowed to keep making it because you guys rock with it. And thanks to Avo for giving us a platform for his huge ass audience too, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This is so cool.
Really grateful.
Yeah, of course, guys.
Sarah is battling Vixen in a couple months on a Queen of the Ring card.
You keep saying things we're not supposed to be saying. It's not supposed to be a secret.
Vixen, watch out.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, guys. See you later. Peace out.
Up and away. They were sleeping on the last 2 joints.